Okay. Yes, Anvi, please tell me something.
Okay, actually, my daughter's about 17, and I
Okay.
often find her lately very, very absorbed in her own world, very involved and happy with her friends, her own private space, her time, her room. I I find it very difficult to communicate with her and get a positive response. It's always we get into an argument. I mean, I want to know, how do I start communicating better to involve her in more positive interactions? What behavior from my side could be triggering this kind of an attitude? What kind of changes do I need to make in my own responses?
Actually, nice. Thank you for that question, Sanvi. So, as you said, your daughter is 17 years, 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, this is the formative years, as I discussed in the beginning of this meeting. These are the formative years wherein she's trying to find an individual space for herself. Now, as soon as you need to understand, as soon as she tries to find an individual space, you feel as a left out mother. So don't feel bad. Every parent feels that my child doesn't need anymore, or my child doesn't even discuss anything about her life with me. That is a generic feeling which every parent would get. But the problem starts with the next step. Whenever teenagers try to separate themselves, parents tend to become overbearing. It's not that they want to control their child's life, it's just that they want more participation in their life.
Right, right.
I don't think so many a times it is about control. It is about that we are a family, we need to live like a family. And
Right.
I am your parent. And it's not necessarily that only children need parents. Parents also need children.
True.
Parents also need someone to talk to. Parents also need someone to share something what they are going through. And I think many parents, I feel you also may have a very good rapport or had a very good rapport with your child,
Yes,
your
yes,
daughter.
extremely good.
That's good. So what happens? I feel that you are missing out on that. You're missing out on that bond which you had, and that's why you are trying too hard. Now, when you try too hard for your daughter, it comes across that you are trying to control my life. That is the reason the conflict begins. Even if you try to tell her that I'm not trying to control, we just want to have a chat, or we can just sit around or hang around with each other, it she feels that you are intruding into her space.
Right.
Now understand, you want to participate, she takes it as intrusion. That is the reason for your conflicts. Now, how do you change this perception of her? You need to learn how to take your own space first. Many a times, parents believe that all the solutions will happen only when I talk to my child. No. What you need to do is you need to find your own space away from the child. See, a parent child relationship is always reciprocal. If the child goes away, the mother feels or the parent feels I am not important. Even if the parent goes away, the child feels I am not important. So it's a reciprocal relationship. So the more you try to participate, the more she will say that you are intruding into my life. Instead of that, try and take your own space first.
Okay.
Understand that you have a separate life than being a mother, being a wife, or being a daughter-in-law, whatever. You need to find your own space first.
Okay.
She will come back to you when she feels that I can come back to you, my mother, as a friend and not as a child. Because teenagers want to prove it to themselves. So understand, this is the age wherein self-esteem also develops. Now,
Okay.
if I'm always dependent on my mother, and if I always cry or have issues and I go to my mother, how will my self-esteem develop? So what happens? Teenagers want to force this belief onto themselves that I don't need my mother. It's actually not true. Every child needs their mother and father both. They just want to fight their self-esteem needs. So without going into their self-esteem, without showing them that you cannot survive without me, or you only come to me when you have issues, अगर वो आपने change कर दिया, I think that the chemistry between both of you will come back. Because today she doesn't want a parent, she wants a friend. because her self-esteem doesn't allow her to go to a parent. Understand? Because today teenagers say मुझे सब कुछ पता है. And not
Yeah.
today, always. Even when I was a teenager, I would say मुझे सब कुछ पता है, आप मुझे बस बताओ.
Right.
Why does this happen? Why do we say this? Why do we say कि मुझे सब कुछ पता है, I know everything? Mom, you don't know anything. Mom ने पूरा दुनिया देखा है, but एक 16 साल का बच्चा बोलता है Mom, you don't know anything. Why? Because they are fighting their self-esteem needs internally. So without going into that space, without showing her that you cannot function without me, or you only come to me when you want to solve your problems, both the scenarios trigger her self-esteem issues.
Okay.
So get your space. I feel that you need to find your space first and then become a friend of hers. She should not be so. Usually parents try and find what the child is going through as a troublesome days. So usually mothers become overbearing when the child is going through something difficult or sulking or the child is too lonely. They believe that this is my time to get into that zone. This would be my time to get into the zone. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry. So there was some network issue. So usually parents, what they do because they want to participate. So this is a funny thing. So take it a little humorously. Whenever they want to participate into the child's life, whenever the child is vulnerable. So as soon as the child is vulnerable or not talking to their friends or sitting in their room or crying, parents try to participate. चलो अभी मुझे मेरे daughter को मेरी ज़रूरत है. Let me go and find out what does she need, because they want to reinforce that bond. They want to reinforce कि नहीं my child needs me and I need her. This is the wrong time to go and intrude into their life. Do not participate when only they have problems, because that is the worst time to get into their space. I'm saying space, psychological space or physical space. Why? Because they want to find their own identity. कि नहीं, I will solve my problems on my own. I'm not going to ask or beg for help from anyone. I don't need anyone. When this belief system is going on in their mind that I don't need anyone, parents try to intrude and say, nahi, nahi, I will participate. I am here for you. I will solve your problem. I will do anything for you. Please come. Getting it? Are you there, Sanvi?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, no, I am not I mean, I'm a working parent. I
Yeah.
have been a working parent. So it's not that I intrude in her life.
You're not?
Yes, yes, earlier it was far more interactive, but over just this year or so, I feel they're too absorbed and lost in their own world.
That's very true. That's very true, because they are sitting in their rooms and exposed. They are being exposed to the global standards, which is not necessary.
Yeah.
So if you want, I can give you a little perspective from your daughter's side also. So what's happening today, because of technology, every teenager is exposed to such standards of anything, standards of living, standards of looking, how you look, standards of what you wear, everything. They are exposed to unwanted stimulus. Earlier, people would compare themselves to a radius of people of 2 kilometers around their life. My school friends, my college friends, my area friends, my building friends.
Yeah.
Today, people are sitting online and comparing themselves to a teenager who is sitting in US, and they believe, "Arey, how am I not living like them?" Now, this creates self-esteem issues. This creates identity issues in every individual, and this happens with not just teenagers. It happens with adults also. Teenagers, it happens very strongly because they are already finding themselves. They haven't found themselves yet. So for them, it's more difficult. So this exposure actually has created self-esteem issues more than confidence. The confidence which teenagers today show is actually a defense mechanism to hide their flaws. They will talk in a certain way, they will be arrogant, they will be very rude or detached. But these are all mechanisms, defense mechanisms which they have activated and learned. So for some times you need to empathize with where your daughter is coming from, what is happening with her. She may be going through her developmental issues, she may be going through her self-esteem issues. But you can participate only when she allows you right now. So you need to wait for that space, you need to wait for that window to open. Because as soon as you try to enter and participate, it will be taken as intrusion. Okay. Also understand this is not going to happen in a single day. There is one. So today you talk to me and then tomorrow you go and try it. No. You need to bring this as a culture. As you said, you are a working woman, so you may get very less time or less period to spend with your daughter. So
I mean,
develop, yeah,
I mean, because one is involved with work and I mean, a lot, one is
yeah,
not impinging on their freedom at all. You know, we have discussions or whatever. So I'm not a very overbearing parent or trying to impose my view.
yeah. That's
However, I suddenly over the last year or so, I feel that they've sort of just sort of recoiled into their own world.
as I said, this is a difficult phase for anyone. This is actually the most vulnerable. These are the most vulnerable years for anyone. So you also may be teenager, and you were a teenager and you went through this phase, and everybody goes through this phase. This is a phase of finding yourself, and that's why it is the most difficult phase for a parent also and for a child also. It's actually difficult for both of them. If you see all over the world, the major issues which happen with people actually happen in their teen years. People become drug addicts. People try with substances. All of these things happen during these years also. So research says almost 70 to 80% of the people who get into drugs get into this age group. Why does this happen? Because there is a lot of internal conflict going on. And when teenagers don't find an answer and or don't find better coping mechanisms, they get into this kind of stuff. So be empathetic towards her right now. This is your opportunity, and don't feel that she's going away or she's not needing you. She needs you for sure. You also have a good bond. It's just that you need to find that window where you enter and become her friend again. That space has to be developed.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for asking that question. I didn't get your name, please.
I'm Disha Singh.
Yeah, Disha Singh. Okay. Thank you for asking that question.
Thank you.
So I hope others are also understanding that how teenagers go through issues and challenges, and they seem to be an issue with the parent. Parents perceive it as ki there is some problem with me only. That's why my child is not talking to me, or my child doesn't need me. It's not actually an issue only with the parent. Of course, I would say almost 10 or 15% only is there an issue with the parent. The other 70-80%, the child, the teenager is facing from outer world because they are trying to find their space in the world. They are trying to find an identity in the world. And that is a major conflict in these years. Of course, unless there is major issue with the parent, which happens in many families, but it's usually not about you. Don't take it as, okay, I'm doing something wrong. It's not always about you.